Hey everyone, and welcome to Booked, where we inspire others with inspiring stories. In today's video, we're going to go over the story of WeWork and talk about its founder, Adam Neumann. So make sure to watch this video till the end, because we're going to share with you a very interesting book about the rise and fall of WeWork. Today's world revolves around quality. At a certain point in time, people were constrained with availability regardless. Simply put, you had to accept what exists in the market because you had no alternative choice. Now, however, we can put more than two options against each other and compare a wide array of quality and features to pick out what suits us best. While this gave us as customers a variety to choose from, it put companies under our critical eye, and we no longer look at availability alone. We don't strictly follow quality either. We look at companies' reputations. We look at their relation with their workers and how they're treated, and we look at the conditions they work in too. In a similar manner, this public image and reputation is also a concern for investors. It's important to maintain trust between a company and customers, but it is equally, if not more important, to maintain the trust and the good image between a company and its investors. It's a matter of fact that investors' impression about governance and management of a company can either make it or break it. A similar case and a good example to understand how displeased investors can break a company is that of WeWork and its ex-CEO, Adam Neumann. You see, WeWork was described once as one of the hottest startups. Its business model that is based on the shared space idea had a strong basis. But since it could not maintain its investors' trust, it had to endure the huge loss of a solid $37 billion. The itchy question is, how could it even be? In order to answer this question, we'll need to have a quick look at the life of WeWork's co-founder, Adam Neumann. In order to have a clearer idea about its origins, then we'll be tracing the development of the company for a general understanding of what exactly happened. Origins from Tel Aviv. Adam Neumann was born in 1979 in Tel Aviv, Israel. He's the son of two medical school graduates, Doron and Avivit Neumann. Unfortunately, Adam Neumann had to go through the divorce of his parents when he was only 7 years old. Still kids, he and his younger sister moved to Indianapolis with their mother for her medical residency. After 4 years, they came back to Israel and settled in Kibbutz Ner Am, a place that helped Adam understand and experience communal living more. Adam was severely dyslexic and could neither read nor write until he reached 3rd grade. This, though, did not stop him, and he graduated from the Israeli Naval Academy, which allowed him to serve later on for 5 years as an officer in the Israeli Navy. After that, Adam joined the Zucklin School of Business at Baruch College in New York City. Adam's mother, being such a hard-working individual, set a good role model for him as a child. Before becoming a full-fledged businessman, Adam first ventured into the baby wear business. He especially sold reinforced jeans and pants which were padded at the level of knees against tear that crawling causes. As impressive as the idea seems, he had a large supply against a very slim demand that made it very hard for him to make ends meet. Adam was blessed with a supportive girlfriend who is now his wife, Rebecca Paltrow Neumann, Gwyneth Paltrow's cousin. She was there for him through the hard times and even reminded him that the sense of achievement matters more than making money, which eased his constant worries about money and even gave him a new perspective and a much better mindset about work. She also helped him cut back on soda and cigarettes, which could have prevented him from giving his best performance at work. Time to set this show on the road. Both fond of the sense of togetherness and interested in designing, Adam Neumann was able to meet Miguel McLevely through a mutual friend, and they began working together. In 2008, they were able to create Green Desk, a sustainably oriented, shared business workspace. Green Desk then led Miguel and Adam to the foundation of WeWork, along with his wife Rebecca Neumann in 2010, after the two co-founders sold their interest and combined it with funds and an investment of $15 million from real estate developer Joel Schreiber. The whole idea behind the company was to bring the sense of belonging and community that Adam Neumann felt and experienced in Israel to business workplaces in the West and the world in general, where that sense of inclusiveness lacked. Adam Neumann is best known for his tribalism approach to business. He employed almost every family member and friend he had, even extending jobs to nephews, which he thought would bring more productivity, better support, and secured success in a close-knit workspace, unlike one that is constituted of strangers working together. Climbing the mountain, then slipping. 2012 proved to be a good year for Adam Neumann and Miguel McKelvey's business. In partnership with Joel Schreiber and Ken Horn, WeWork purchased Woolworth building's top floors for $68 million and turned them into condominiums. Newman also partnered with the company InnerCure, which specializes in cannabis and whose chairman is Erhard Bahik, a former Prime Minister of Israel. Everything went just fine for Adam Neumann, and WeWork carried on turning empty floors into impressive offices and workspaces with convenient services such as fresh food and fast Wi-Fi. However, up until the years 2018 and 2019, things started to go south. In summer of 2018, Adam and his friends went on Gulfstream G650 flight from the US to Israel. The Wall Street Journal reported that they smoked marijuana on board, some of which the jet crew found inside a cereal box. Fearing a trafficking incident, the crew informed the owner and returned the jet to the United States. Adam and his friends had to take another separate jet. This made his smoking behavior come to light and cause concerns. The company then faced lawsuits from former workers in 2019, alleging sexual harassment and inappropriate behaviors during work hours. Additionally, there were complaints of discrimination against women, especially pregnant ones. WeWork's chief of staff filed a complaint, stating that Chief Legal Officer Jennifer Barrett referred to her pregnancy as a problem that needed to be fixed. After each pregnancy, she reported that the CEO and the team discriminated against her further, and that they gave her significantly smaller roles and less attention until they fired her after her third maternity leave, which Adam Neumann allegedly called a vacation. Men of color were kept away from leadership positions and were undercompensated, although they were often told to pose for pictures and showcase WeWork's strong sense of diversity. Female employee salary was also revealed to be half as the male's. Furthermore, one former vice president complained of age discrimination and reported that after 6 months of hiring him, WeWork hired someone 20 years younger than him with the same position and title of vice president, only for him to be told that he was to be eliminated. On September 22, 2019, various outlets reported that WeWork endured a chaotic week in which the CEO's eccentric patterns and drug abuse surfaced, and he reportedly liquidated $700 million from the company right before a planned IPO. This move undermined his position, and the directors at WeWork planned then to ask him to leave his position of CEO. Eventually, Newman stepped down a few days following that, and 2 new successors were appointed. Although the company lost $37 billion in valuation, Adam Neumann still received around $1.7 billion from SoftBank for leaving his CEO position and cutting ties with the company and employees. Where is he now? Adam Neumann has accumulated a total net worth of $800 million as of January of 2021. His net worth is up to either decrease or increase, as he is still an investor with shares in some companies. Additionally, this high income before stepping down enabled him to purchase a number of luxurious properties. Adam Neumann now owns $90 million worth of houses, a 600 square foot condo, a mansion of $21 million, and an estate of 60 acres. Starting from nothing to get something is definitely hard, but what is even harder is staying at the top after reaching it. WeWork did not fail to deliver innovative services that aimed to make a work memorable experience, and it definitely made work life easier. Unfortunately, the CEO's actions didn't appeal to the team that saw them as unprofessional. That took a toll on the company under the public eye and overshadowed its potential, led to a grave loss, and damaged the company financially, probably beyond recovery even. This is why it's always important to protect trust and keep a good reputation by progressing honestly and straight, without letting personal interest and desires get in the way of professionalism. This is the lesson that we learned from Adam Neumann's mistake, but there's more lessons to the story than just his mistake. It's also important to learn from his attitude and spirit as an entrepreneur. Despite everything, Adam still didn't completely give up on the world of business and investment. In fact, he's still active in the scene. He just happens to be away from the company. You can lose, but you don't have to leave or disappear from the scene, or even give up doing what you love because you failed. You can always start somewhere else. This should be a lesson that every aspiring entrepreneur should learn from. If you would like to learn more about the rise and fall of Adam Neumann and WeWork, then here's a book that may answer some of the questions you still have in mind. $1 Billion Loser: The Epic Rise and Fall of WeWork by Reeves Wiedemann. is considered to be the Sunday Times best business book for 2020 that tackles how Adam Neumann climbed the hill of success with WeWork to go down afterwards because of the problems mentioned before. This book is a must-read for every aspiring entrepreneur and future businessman.